Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making a no-sew doll. And here's the supplies you're going to need. You're going to need some scrap yarn for your skin color, pink yarn, preferably in bubblegum shade for your blush, black scrap yarn for your eyelashes, or smiles, however you want to make your facial expressions. And you need a certain color yarn for your hair color. You're definitely going to need your stuffing. We're going to be working with a 3.5 millimeter hook. You're going to need your needle, my cat saying hello, a pair of scissors, stitch marker. We need safety eyes, any color. This is just an example, or you can use your plain black ones. Or if you're not familiar with safety eyes or you don't have any, you can always use some googly eyes, especially the kind that are sticky. In particular, that will be very helpful to you. So our arms are going to be the exact same pattern as our legs. Oh, almost exact, except you are going to fasten off for both arms. But I will do it with you just to remind you. Alright, let's get started with our magic ring. And of course, you are going to make 2 of these arms before we proceed. Let's go ahead and make our magic ring. Single crochet. Let's just get started. 6 single crochet, oops, split there, into the ring. And we should have 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go ahead and close my ring. 2 single crochet into each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eight, 10, 12. I'm going to go ahead and pull that tight again. And you are going to do 8 rounds of 12 single crochet. So I'm going to get you started with the first round. 1. I'm going to apply my stitch marker. 2. 3. Here's 4. 5. Here's 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, so keep doing that for the remaining rounds, and I will meet you again after we have 2 arms. Okay, so by now my second arm is completed. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, first I'm going to take out my stitch marker. I'm going to fasten this off. And I'm just going to kind of hide I'm going to cut my tail short, and then I'm just going to hide it inside the arm. So I already went ahead and fastened my arm with the stitch marker. So you're just going to find the halfway point right here. And you're just going to place your arm with the stitch marker in your desired position. Let me go ahead and do that. I wish I could do this close up, but I actually can't. There we go. Just want to make sure that's nice and even. If you need to, you can count your stitches and make sure that you've got an even number of stitches apart. Just to be extra sure. Yep. So mine are about 8 stitches over here, 8 stitches over here, and of course your arms are going to be 12 stitches around. So we've got that done. If you want, you could just take a little stuffing and go ahead and stuff now. Don't want to stuff it too much. I like little soft arms. I don't want it poking through the holes. Excuse my notes here. Whew. I am taking notes while I do this. Okay, so you should have something like this so far. Okay, so far we have this. We've completed our arms. I have 8 single crochet right here, 8 single crochet right here. And I've just lined this up with the sides of my body. My arms are stuffed, and we are ready to proceed. So we're well on our way to finishing our doll. So let's go ahead and make a slip knot, finishing up the body. Then what you're gonna do is see where you put your stitch marker? That's where you're gonna connect. And you can start with either your right or left arm, it's up to you. And I'm gonna wiggle it in there. Excuse me, I can't do this close up. And I'm gonna put it through my other single crochet. This is where I fastened off my arm. And then you do 1 single crochet just to attach that. No sewing required. Okay, so now we're gonna start by single crocheting all the way around the arm. So let's go ahead and do that. Should have 12 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Normally I don't do it like this, but I need to do this for your sake so you can see it on camera. 8, where it's, all dangly and stuff. 9, 10, 11, and 12. And we should have arrived back at our single crochet. So here we go. I'm just going to pull my yarn a little tighter over here. And now what you're going to do is, you see we have the body right here. We're going to go right into that next single crochet. So go ahead and single crochet. It's fighting with me a little bit. 1, 2. And we're just going to work our way over to the other arm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10, and I should be back at my stitch marker. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the arm first where I had my stitch marker, and this could be a little tricky. I'm going to pull that through, single crochet, and continue single crocheting until I get to the rest of the arm. But really you should have 8 single crochet on each side, plus 12 single crochet. So now that was our round where we got things attached. So we're just going to go all the way around again. All the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you should be back at the end of your arm, and you should have 8 single crochet remaining. So I'm just gonna go right into it. 1, 2. Okay, so this is what you should have so far. Get a good look at that. And we're going to go ahead and continue on to the next round. We're doing 1 single crochet and a decrease all the way around. So let's get started. 1 single crochet, and a decrease. That's once. 1 single crochet, decrease, that's twice. 1 single crochet, decrease, that's 3 times. And just keep going, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, so I've done my decreases, and I should have 1 stitch remaining, and so I'm just going to do 1 single crochet. You should have gone around 13 times, 1 single crochet, decrease, and then it was the 1 single crochet, and you should have 27 single crochet. For our next round, we're just going to decrease all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. And I'm just doing a regular decrease, but you can do the invisible decrease we did earlier if you like, for some nice tighter stitches. There's 1. Here's 2. 3. 4. And you should have 1 extra single crochet, and we're just gonna single crochet. And you should have 14 single crochet. So I'm gonna remove the stitch marker. And for the next round, we're just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna decrease all the way around. We're almost ready to make our head, guys. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, yarn split. And